Hello everybody, this is GS Bricks here, and today I have a very good video planned for us today. And today we are going to be upgrading the Spider-Man at the Sanctum Workshop Lego set, because even though this set is really good, we can definitely add some improvements to it. So the set in general comes with 4 minifigures, and this dude, we'll call him Phil. Yeah, Phil the Scorpion. So, the actual build itself is meant to be ancient but more modernised at the same time. But that doesn't mean we can add a few ticks to it. And that's what we're going to be doing today. So first off, let's start with the minifigures. So first of all is Spider-Man. Now this suit is exclusive to this set. It's known as the interrogated suit, I think. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but I probably might not be. This is a absolute brilliant minifigure. I know a lot of people complain about this, saying like, he doesn't have arm printing, but I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to be getting this face from a Rebel and the hair from Han Solo, and if we pop it on him, it actually encapsulates Tom Holland a lot, because this is who it's meant to be. It definitely does improve it, so he doesn't have this mask stuck on his face. What if he wants to take it off? This definitely does improve it, and I really, really do like it. So, let's move on. Next up, we have MJ. Now, I know a lot of people have been complaining about this minifigure, saying like, he's reusing a torso from a Harry Potter minifigure. Now, I would use the Ron Weasley torso, but I don't have that. So I'm going to have to try and do something myself. And it's not what you think it is. We are actually going to just change the legs to these grey legs. I think they don't look good, but I did want to see if I could try and change something on this minifigure. And it does. It looks a bit better, but not much. I would just say keep with the black legs if you were, but we'll keep with this for now. Next up is Doctor Strange. Now, I would definitely have to say there's nothing really wrong to change with this minifigure. I really do think it's perfect, and he's probably going to actually be the one minifigure that we don't actually change, because he's completely fine. So let's keep moving. Next up, we have Rogue. I don't know why I said it in a Yoda voice. Now, I definitely know the one thing I want to change to this is that hairpiece. It does not work. So we're going to take it out and use the Black Panther hairpiece from the 2022 mech. I would recommend using the Sam Wilson hair from the Marvel CMF, but this will have to do for now. So now, modding all those minifigures, we're going to be adding some new ones. So first of all, we have Norman Osborn. Now, I know this is not perfect, but this was the best I could do. I got some casual ginger hair, chill phase clone hair, because he hasn't turned into a goblin yet. We have this, I think this is from a skater. It's the closest I could find to a casual jacket, and some blue legs. I think that this minifigure definitely does encapsulate Willem Dafoe a lot, and we're going to pop it in the build, and definitely it will show some improvements. Next up, we have, hello Peter, we have Doc Ock. Now, I already know I'm going to have people in the comments saying, you have not done this minifigure right, hate you. No, it's because compared to other Lego people, I am on a way lower budget with this, because I want this to be easy for other people in case they want to make their own changes to the Sanctum Workshop. I choose a server hair in black, although I would recommend the Harry Potter hair, but I don't have it. I think I lost it. I got the head from Ethan Hunt and his torso, some black arms, some grey things like represent his dark gloves he wears, and just some casual black legs. I would add some legs, but I can't find anything that works. Well, maybe the Nick Fury legs from the Far From Home sets. They might work, but we'll do with this now. This next minifigure that I am going to do, I might actually need your guys' help with this. We have a Ned minifigure. Now you can clearly see what it's missing. A face. Well, despite everything, I cannot find a single face that represents Ned. And you're probably thinking, oh, you probably have the Ned from that character pack. No, I don't. I do not have the Ned face. And if any of you guys have recommendations, it would be such a help, because I am really, really struggling, and we might just have to leave the Ned like this, which would be very unfortunate, but we'll just work with this for now. Finally, for the last of the minifigures, I know this might be a bit strange to you all, get it? We have Aunt May. Now, a thing to note is Aunt May has never stepped into the Sanctum Sanctorum, but I thought we could include her, because I was like, what the heck? She uses the hair from a Lego City character, the face from that girl from the Fantastic Beasts, I completely forgot her name, the torso from a Lego City character, some black legs, and she's got the goblin serum in her hands, which kind of teases what happens later in the film, which is, if you know what I mean, but if you haven't seen No Way Home, and I doubt if you haven't, you know what I'm talking about. And another thing, we are sadly going to have to leave Phil out. I know, it's really hard, but we can't have Phil. We gotta make it accurate. Sorry, Phil. We'll put you in something else. So, now let's get onto the build. Now, shockingly, I'm not going to go all out and just like smoosh it into a different Sanctum. I'm only just going to get rid of a few things. So first of all, these things. These do not appear in the film. It does not appear at all. So I don't think we're really going to need it. Another thing are these candles. Now, I'm not going to say, oh, candles didn't appear in the film, because I would sound like an idiot. But I don't know, it just really doesn't work. I really wouldn't bother. Another thing is we're going to shut that chest as well, because I want to make sure it's alright and we're not going to have any beasts jumping out. Another thing you notice is I've added a web here, because I want this to feel like Spider-Man has actually been here. Like he's actually been here. And pretty much, we're looking alright for now. So now, we need to think about positioning. Where would I recommend putting these minifigures? So first, we're going to start with Spider-Man. I remove the mask from his hand. And what you're going to do is get the two web shooters. Just putting them on him. You're going to get the two webs that he has, and you're going to position his leg so that he will be sitting up here. Like that's why the webs are all over the place, because he's been like webbing the place up. Yeah. Because you can't just have a web sitting there and you'd be like, oh, I didn't do that. Because we all know he did. Next up, we have Michelle Jones. And for me, probably a lot of other people have done this as well. I just pop her on the couch there. Just, having a relax. She's been through quite a lot before they headed into the Sanctum. Next up is Doctor Strange. Now, easily for this, in the set, there are actually some gems that come in it. And what you're going to do, for me, is I get the green one and the red one, and then pop them into his hands. I'm just popping them on his hands now. And then pop him at the front, because this is like his basement, he's making people the boss around here. And next up we have Wong, and easily I have literally took this from the back of the actual Sanctum box itself. If you put him into the correct position, you can pop Wong here. Maybe he could be like typing on the computer or something. Or maybe he's trying to avoid Spider-Man's webs there. Next up, we have Ned. So if you don't have a face and you're just using this face like me, I would just pop him at the workbench here, so he's not looking like towards them. So it kind of looks like, oh, he's just kind of like, you know, sitting there, not doing much. And next up, we are going to actually get this part here, and we're going to pop Norman Osborn there, and Dr. Otto Octavius here. So then they're in the little... I know this part's supposed to be like a trophy room, I guess, but it's like where they're just like sitting there behind there, probably like having a vibe, you know, chilling out, even though they don't really like each other. And if we move Doctor Strange out the way, they're just standing there because there's nothing really much to do. I would add the other villains, but I really can't make them because I'm struggling with pieces right now. So if we pop... I don't know why it keeps falling off there. Next up, we have Aunt May. And easily, I'm going to actually switch the face around to the slightly ticked off face. Where maybe she's angry at Peter for like webbing up the Sanctum. Maybe she's like standing there maybe like really annoyed at him. Because she is still Aunt May, technically. And yeah, this is the few improvements that I made to my Sanctum Sanctorum. Here is a little tour around it. Ooh. And that is all the improvements that I have made to my Sanctum Sanctorum. This, I want to say, like and subscribe, and thank you so much for hitting 50 subscribers. I am very grateful, and thank you. Also make sure to comment if you have any other suggestions for me, maybe video ideas, or any improvements I should make for my Sanctum. Maybe some things I missed. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.